Hello, Namaste, Assalamu alaikum, welcome to Cricket for Us. And it's a quick one this afternoon. All I want to talk about is the selection of the players that have been selected for the Pakistan tour of the Netherlands later this month, and then the Asia Cup at the end of this month. Both squads have been announced, and there are some interesting inclusions and one really, really big exclusion, which to me doesn't make sense because this guy has not said that he's retired from international cricket. And for me, if you're playing in Asia, Shoaib Malik needs to be considered. Yes, he hasn't played much cricket in a while. You could look at all of that, but Pakistan needs someone solid in the middle order, someone who has experience in the middle order, right? At this stage, the Pakistan T20 side looks like what? You got Babar, you got Rizwan, you got Fakhr, and then I just stumped myself. I'm like, Khushdil or Iftikhar or, Shadab. And then you got a list of all rounders that Pakistan could potentially select from rather than genuine batsmen. So for me, Shoaib Malik is an all rounder. Yes, I understand Shoaib Malik is an all rounder. But for me, I would select Shoaib Malik just in the squad on the basis of his performances over the years. And especially in Asia, he's great. Now, maybe he hasn't had the best time of it over the last year or so, but he hasn't played that much. So I would give him the benefit of the doubt personally. Now, next step is looking at the exclusion of Hassan Ali. Makes complete sense. Dude has been out of form in international cricket, but when he played in the county championship, he looked absolutely stellar. So that tells you quality disparity between county and international cricket, but also the fact that maybe he just needed to get dropped, right? He'll come back stronger. And as Pakistan fans, that's exactly what we hope. Now, Mohammad Wasim, the chief selector, made some comments which were really interesting because Heather Ali has come back into the Pakistan scheme of things, and he hasn't been selected for the ODI side, but he has been selected for the Asia Cup 2022. Now, he said Heather Ali had been performing really well over the last 3 matches. So I saw his stats for the last 10 matches. Scored, he's played 2 or 3 T20s in the last 10 games that he's played, scored a 20 odd and a single digit. And then the last 8 games he's played is a list A, aka 50 overs, aka what potentially he could have played against Netherlands in Holland because he needs more experience. He needs time at the crease. He needs to play against not so great opposition because Pakistan needs him in the future because he's a very, very good talent. We just haven't been able to groom him correctly. And therefore, he gets put into stressful situations and he just flops miserably. Now, we look at the Netherlands squad, right? In the Netherlands squad, Pakistan has selected some young ones. I'm surprised Salman Ali Agha is in there. I'm quite glad that Muhammad Haris is in there. So, two interesting choices, very good. But also, if Heather Ali was in that squad, that would have made things better for his stance. So if he did well, then he would have gotten some confidence from there. Look at his last 10 performances in cricket in general. Heather Ali did not deserve to get a spot. Not based on these performances, based on what he did sometime last year, maybe, but not based on this. So it's just something I wanted to point out. Now, Shaheen Afridi, Babar Azam, Muhammad Rizwan, the big Pakistan name, Shadab Khan to an extent as well. They weren't rested for Netherlands, but the reasoning behind that is, England didn't rest their big players, so why should we? And we don't have the depth, which I completely understand. And I'm actually happy with. I just think Pakistan should have included maybe a couple of more younger and less experienced players, even though, yes, Babar Azam still hasn't played 100 ODIs or anything. But I still think Pakistan should have or potentially could have considered a couple of other players. I'm glad Abdullah Shafiq is being considered throughout the whole thing. Shanawaz Dahani coming back, which is great. Naseem Shah, big deal. So Naseem Shah, great choice. Shanawaz Dahani, great choice. Abdullah Shafiq, great choice. Salman Ali Agha, he has actually been performing in domestic cricket for the last few years as well. So very glad about him being in the ODI team, which is probably his best format in my opinion. Now let's transfer all the energy towards the Asia Cup fully. So Asia Cup 2022. Here's the squad. It's all right. Again, if I disregard the Shoaib Malik debacle, and no Fahim Ashraf, which I get because maybe he's not the best T20 player around, so I get that. And Hassan Ali being dropped is great. Who's in the middle order after Fakhar Zaman? Haider Ali's in there. Iftikhar Ahmed's in there. Khushtil Shah, and Asif Ali, two players who I'm not big fan of, but actually do look pretty solid in the middle order. So some people that Pakistan could definitely consider for this. And the way things are going, it does seem like Iftikhar Ahmed is going to be back in the team. Khushal Shah, Asif Ali, right? Iftikhar Ahmed has been kind of touted as Shoaib Malik's replacement, right? Which is surprising, but it is what it is, all right? And Heather Ali, if he is able to kick out of the blocks in a good way, then that's great. And he can literally slot in at number 3 or number 4, probably number 4 for Pakistan in T20s. And I'm happy with that. And then you have a list of all rounders from Iftikhar, Shadab to Nawaz, etc. But I think Khushtil and Asif Ali will both play. And it's because of the game changing ability that both of them have. And again, I've been complaining in a way in this video, but I'm quite happy with the selection. I'm not too disappointed. I think Mohammad Wasim Jr. has been doing great, so I'm excited to see him. Naseem Shah in the T20 squad, very excited to see what he can do. Unfortunately, Mohammad Hasnan isn't there because action change, all that good stuff. But I think Naseem Shah is the next best thing if we can't get Hasnan because I'm a huge Hasnan fan as well. So Shaheen's there, Haris Shroff is there, Shahnawaz Dahani definitely needs to play in the Asia Cup. He is used to UAE when he plays, when he's played in the PSL as well. So good consideration from a Pakistani perspective. Very excited to see what these guys can do. And last but not least, Pakistan is going to play Netherlands. And I talked about the ODI squad. I think Pakistan should look at it as practice for the ODI World Cup. Don't play your best team. Try and get one newish player in each of the 11s against Netherlands. And I think that would calm down a lot of the critics. And yeah, that's about it, guys. Also, Shan Masood, don't know. Yes, Pakistan has great bandwidth at the top, but maybe Shan Masood could have been considered for the ODI side. Pakistan doesn't have a middle order in the ODI side. If Rizwan's batting at 4, no offense, great batsman. I don't want Rizwan to bat at 4 in ODI. So just just a thought there. Shan Masood exclusion, not the greatest either. Also, this video's got a lot longer than I expected. I thought it was going to be like 3 4 minutes. But anyways, thank you everyone for watching. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Do give me your thoughts about the Pakistani squad announcements and all that good stuff. And yeah, I'll try doing content again when I have more time. But yeah, thank you very much. Until next time, take care.